Welcome back to a Kicking It Fight Talk special. There's been all sorts going on. The One Championship shows on the Fridays in Lumpini have been absolutely fucking wild. There's been all kinds of craziness going on there. We can cover that. The UK Muay Thai scene is blowing up at the minute. There's all sorts going on there. Some massive fights. Always got Badger with us, Andy Howson, Richard Smith. Thank you for joining us, guys. Let's get straight into the One Championship Friday shows, because there's been some absolutely outrageous fights, and there's been, for me, 3 contenders for Fight of the Year already. I'll start with the first one, because I'd want sure how well Sexan were going to do with them small gloves on. Sexan versus Tyson Harrison. Richard, we've spoke for years now saying surely Sexan can't keep doing this. Yeah. And we must have been saying this 5-6 years ago. He can't keep doing this. He can't keep doing this. And look at him. That fight was absolutely unbelievable from both of them, wasn't it?
I've got to the stage where I don't like watching him fight, because I don't like seeing somebody take that much punishment. It's awful. But it didn't actually take as much as I thought it would take in that fight. It was a brilliant fight. When you look how tall Tyson is, and how
massive in weight as well. It's huge.
He fought a really clever, really good fight. You know, he showed why he is who he is, and why he's got the legend that he's got, didn't he, really? Yeah,
and listen, we got to give props to Tyson as well, because I'm sure he's only about 22-year-old. He got in there, he didn't have a weight advantage, he came down to 63.5, hydrated, so there were no, even though it looked like he were twice Sexan size. No, so exactly, God on earth, I don't know how he made 63.5 kilos, but Andy, he's one we'll look out for, isn't he?
Yeah, I think one of the first things both of us did was message him, go, fucking hell, mate, that were unbelievable, and go, please come and fight for us. Yeah. We need someone good enough for you to fight in England.
When you at his age and you're fighting somebody who's going to have been one of your heroes growing up and all that, you know, and almost a legend, you can be forgiven for giving into him a little bit, but he didn't. Did he?
No, not one bit.
Or like letting the occasion get to you a little bit, showing him too much respect.
To be fair, I know Sexan won and he got the bonus, but I wasn't sure how they were going to score it, Badger, because Tyson wobbled him a few times, didn't he?
How does Sexan not die in the ring? I swear to God. I'm just watching thinking, he's about to know. Yeah. He's all right, actually. He always comes back strong, and I'm thinking, at some point, you must lose your life in that ring, but it never happens.
Other than the one time when he got knocked flat out by Conklai, there's never been a point where you thought he's done it. Yeah. He always claws it back.
He always springs back out of nowhere, but he actually lands good, solid techniques and actually moves that you think, where did that come from? I thought it was out on your feet a couple of times.
He came back really well in that fight, because I thought round 1 and Tyson battered him, to be fair. That's when he put him out, didn't he? Hit him with a good left hand.
Yeah, but he wobbled him. It was 1 or 2, I can't remember, but he did wobble him badly.
Wobbled him bad, I think.
You waited for it, you like, here it goes. You're like,
he's back.
But then that sort of sprung him into life.
All the way through, he's clever. Yeah. He's always clever.
It's absolutely wild what he's doing, but there is a bit of thought and
a bit of method.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's not just him swinging up. Sometimes it's him swinging all over, but there is like thought with it, and he did well to close the pressure, close the distance down with pressure, with taking. To be fair, with that height advantage, he probably should have took a lot more than he actually did.
Yeah, he's rock hard as well. See them knees he were taking every time he was stepping in. Tyson was banging that knee in.
He's 30. Is he 34, 35?
And that's old for a tie.
That's old for a tie. And when you've done that 200 times,
and still fighting the level he is.
Yeah, and he's done it that many times. Last year, I think he had 11 fights and lost 9 of them, I think. And now, he's done now.
This has to
stop.
Yeah.
This has to stop.
He's done now. He needs to stop.
But then he's just come back again.
Revived himself.
Yeah.
Good, because I love watching him fight.
Yeah,
I'm same as Richard. It makes me feel a bit sick sometimes. Yeah, because he's someone that all of us have gone, I fucking love Sexan. I love watching him fight. So we don't want to see him. Don't want to see him get hurt.
Top and not seeing it too damage.
That'd have been an ace one to go out on
in COVID, and he got a job selling fruit.
Yeah,
selling fruit. Yeah. I thought this is the end of him. I'm like, he's not in the gym, he's not staying ready. Then how the hell did he come back?
Talking about that, because it showed one of his fight purses from COVID. It was like 40,000 baht. And then by the time he's give it to the gym and by the time he's give it to his trade, we're coming out with it should have been about 500 quid. And we were like, wow, this is so sad. But it was good to see, Richard, that he got the $50,000 bonus, wasn't it? Just for someone who's done all that his whole career see him get that amount of money.
Yeah, well, hopefully, whatever deal he's on with the gym, hopefully he'll get to keep some of that. And hopefully he will use it to make a difference to his life rather than drinking it away, giving it away, or whatever.
Well, he's a Muslim as well, and so it looks like he lives clean and stuff like that. So it's not like going to be one of these crazy Rajasthan style ties. $50,000
disappear to the side.
Soy cowboy.
Yeah, I'm not see him again until it's all spent, and then
Well, he's back on again, isn't he? In a couple of weeks this week. So he's straight back
fighting
into
that
action,
crazy Romanian who I'm going to come on to next. So the second fight, which was one of the contenders for fight, even though it got stopped a little bit early, Yodlekpet versus Silviu Vites. Now, I just thought Yodlekpet were just going to fucking walk straight through him, but this guy gave Yodlekpet nightmares, mate.
Sick.
He had some blistering punch combinations. He wobbled him with a head kick, and they were holding some horrendous shots from Yodlekpet. That southpaw back leg low kick were destroying his leg, but he was still in there fighting. Unfortunately, he got stopped with an elbow, didn't it? It probably, people were saying it was too early, but apparently the cut were down to the bone.
Him, didn't it? Yeah, big
and
cut.
his back leg were getting absolutely destroyed by Yodlekpet. Well, what an account. Did you watch that fight, Badger?
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mate, honestly, you love southpaws. You need to watch this fight. If you haven't, Yodlekpet versus Silviu Vites, go watch this if you haven't watched it. Because Andy, you got your back leg destroyed off a southpaw, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How horrible is it when your back leg gets kicked?
Disgusting,
I've been
mate.
there as well.
Yeah.
I've been there as
I
well.
lost my job because of it. I couldn't go to work and drive vans. I got sacked.
Cheers, Niall.
Yeah. Cheers again for sacking me twice.
Yeah, just talk to us about getting your back leg kicked, Richard, because it's not nice, is it?
Well, you're used to taking your front on your front leg a bit. You can ride into it. You can sit your weight into it a little bit and kind of change the angle. But on your back leg, you can't do it. And when somebody's attacking that back leg, you're just not used to it getting kicked.
It's
if
like
you
a
lift
shock.
it off the floor,
I feel like they're cheating. Like
Yeah.
like it's a cheat move. I'm like looking at the referee like, ref,
can't
what
do
is
that.
it?
But if you lift it off the floor, it hurts. If you put weight on it, weight on your back leg, it hurts. So unless you're blocking it, and even when you're blocking it, you tend to drop this hand, and it's just hard to deal with.
And once it's gone, everything you can do is gone. As an orthodox, you can't right punch, you can't lift your leg to kick.
Yeah, you can't kick
You
with your
can't
right-
skip
yeah,
to
yeah.
kick because you land on that leg.
put
I
weight
was
on it to
feeling a bit
defend.
sorry for that Vites, but he was just still absolutely swinging
You
bombs.
were calling him on as well.
Yeah,
wasn't he? He's like,
everywhere.
come on, he loved it.
Sure, I don't think he could have actually taken too much, but Vites versus Sexan is going to be insane. That's on the 17th of March, massive show, which we'll come to in a bit. But that fight will be fucking wild because
Sexan's a little smaller as well.
yeah,
isn't he? So,
well, Yodlekpet's built like Bolo Young off a Bloodsport,
Oh,
mate.
yeah,
He's
he's
an
massive, isn't he?
absolute. I'd hate to fight him. He'd be horrible. He's like a human fire hydrant. He just he soaks everything up.
You know what?
Anything you throw, he just
everything
puts it out.
bounces off
You know
him.
about Zeksan is everything is done right. He could actually change his whole life in the next 3 fights if he keeps getting 50 grand. 'Cause
Yeah.
he can actually do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's one of the
100%.
crazy
Now that
ones
he's
that
tasted
could.
50 grand for doing what he does anyway,
Yeah.
he will really.
I don't get
earn his
why he
money.
why he wasn't signed to one
I
years
don't
ago.
either, mate.
Because
Yeah.
surely they must have wanted him on there doing this madness.
Yeah.
'Cause-
On his birthday as well.
Yeah.
What won it? What touched
Yeah,
that? It's 50 grand on your birthday as well.
The way he fights, he can really get 50 grand practically
Yeah,
every time.
100%.
But at the same time, this is in Lumpini, so it's crowd pleasing in it. It's bringing all the Thai people there, selling out the crowd. So
Yeah.
I guess it kind of works both ways for it.
Yeah, so that fight was insane. Yodlekpet is also on that big show upcoming. We'll talk about that soon. The other fight this Saturday, this Friday was Conclave versus Super Bowl. That was absolutely outrageous. Well, both of them got a bonus in that fight because Conclave got knocked down with a massive head kick. Yeah, well, Conclave, yeah. He jumped up. Super Bowl ran in to finish him. Then Super Bowl got knocked down. And then it ended up just like both of them just going insane. And they, again, that fight, they both got a bonus for that.
Have you seen has that happened before? There's two fighters, both of them.
No,
before?
I don't think so. No,
don't
it went.
think
It
it
went the
has.
distance in the end, and it went right down at wire. And once sure we were going to win, it went.
I've never seen a losing fighter get a bonus. so
Yeah,
that's-
no,
that's-
but they both deserved one for that.
The
to be
girl
fair.
who got beat by
Barbie.
yeah, Barbie.
Barbie,
She
yeah,
got
she got
50
one,
grand,
didn't
didn't she?
she?
for
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
beat.
There's another fight I want to talk about on here because Fabio Reis. Another massive upset again. He knocked out Ferrari.
It was
Now,
mad.
I've seen Fabio Reis do this before. He was getting a right hiding off Ripwadar, and he got knocked down. He looked like he were out of there. Ripwadar started showboating, and then bang. Fabio, he must have some serious dynamite in his hands.
Yeah.
But do you know what he said before the fight? I'm sure he said something along the lines of in his interview, listen, I'm not the most technical, but my main thing is my heart.
Yeah.
And in that fight, he were behind again. Ferrari were kicking him all over, and I could just see him looking for that one little space, and he did bang.
And he
showed
say,
massive heart.
When I hit him,
he'll know about it. So he must have dynamite in his hands.
You know what? You can have a heart.
Ferrari
when
was
you've got
scared,
dynamite,
you know,
though.
because he didn't look right in there. Ferrari.
Yeah, nah.
Because the guy was clumsy, but Ferrari he didn't look himself. Every kick he was shooting back like.
Yeah.
And the guy was on him, and I thought,
yeah, but he's
Ferrari's
big.
losing this.
He's big,
yeah.
man. He's massive for that weight. He was walking him through. Ferrari were bouncing off him, wasn't he?
He was
When
scoring,
he was kicking him, he was scoring, but he was falling back.
Yeah, he wasn't
and
taking
then punches
charge, he was
were
just scoring.
missing. And then when he landed, it literally landed one punch. And that one punch knocked him, flatlined him.
If they
They
put him
fought
face
again,
down.
Flatlined
I
him.
think the same would happen again, you know,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, that's the thing with Fabio. I enjoyed it because he took everything. He just
everything.
and that's the thing with them little gloves. If you're a puncher in them,
You can level anything up.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I say. If you've got that kind of dynamite, you can have a heart, can't you? You can have a big heart because you can know all the way through. Yeah, I'm getting beaten. I'm getting beaten now.
I'm getting
One
closer.
shot,
I'm getting
yeah,
closer.
One shot, and then you can do it. You know, I've seen it so many times.
Yep. Like you said then as well, like it doesn't matter that scoring's a bit different as well for one in it. So if he's taking all these body kicks, it's not like, oh shit, you're miles behind now. If he's just taking it and bam, and he's having the effects and stuff, then it's evening it all up.
I was gonna just own him, just step round and be booting him, but he was on the back foot running.
Yeah.
He was scoring, but he was running with it.
You know what? I think kind of Ferrari got a bit scared. I think towards the end of round one, he caught him with an overhand sort of left that clipped him on back head, and he went down. It won a count, but I think he got up then and went, "Fucking hell, that
Yeah,
was
like I better be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "I better kill him. I better be careful."
But he
like,
kept doing that every time he kicked. He was doing
Yeah,
that
he
with
was
his
putting
head, putting his head back, and that's what
It probably
was his downfall.
He was panicking.
They'll have known about the knockout against Ritterwood because he put Ritterwood right out as well.
Put him to sleep, didn't
I'm looking forward to watching more of this guy because obviously he's going to be so exciting. If that's how he's going to fight every time, I want to see more of it.
Is it another one of Dina's as well?
No, he's
from Portugal.
He's in Venom.
Yeah, he's in Venom now, but he's one of Dina's.
But I think he
He's
stays at Venom.
I like Venom.
Mate.
I like the Venom gym.
None of them play
Killers.
games. They all come to fight, mate. They all come to fight.
Big
All of
respect to
them.
Venom gym.
So they're probably the best fights to watch out for. Let me just get this big show that's coming up because this is absolutely outrageous, this one. So, what a show. 17th of March. This is unbelievable. I'll start down on the undercard. Like the first fight on the show, which is usually obviously the lowest tier, that is Tagia versus Black Panther. Now, that's going to be an absolute war. Tagia knocked out Chorfar in his last fight. I've seen Black Panther fight a few times. He's a beast as well. Sure, he's from Venom Gym as well.
Yeah.
He is, isn't he? So that'll be a great fight. Moving just up the card, then we've got Yod Letpet versus... I can't say that name.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't say that name.
Look at the poster, guys.
I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try, but have a look at the poster, yeah. But any fight that Yod Letpet's going to be involved in is going to be ridiculous. Now, this is a fight I'm interested in because we were just on about this off air. Pampayak versus Nabil. Richard, he's one of your favourite fighters, isn't he? Pampayak.
I love him.
Nabil.
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like
How do you see that one going with the height diff? Because Nabil's 6'2".
Well, he is, isn't he? You know, I mean, obviously, he's got his left. Pompax has got his left kick and he's got his that head kick and stuff. But he'll not be able to land it. Or if he lands it, he'll do very well. I don't think he'll want to have that as his tactic, will he? Yeah, it's an awkward fight. It's going to be awkward, isn't it? But, you know, he's got the intelligence and he'll have the game plan and he'll have the way of adapting his style to deal with it. So I think he'll be all right, and I can see him winning it. But you know, interesting fight.
Very interesting fight. Bad. You like Nabil, don't
yeah.
you? He causes nightmares for everyone.
I've been watching for the longest.
It reminds me of like a Western Diesel now.
Yeah.
That's how big he is.
That's exactly
Massive.
what it is.
Yeah.
He is Diesel now. The length and that. Literally, his knees like a jab. Like he could literally just lift it up into your face effortless.
But that's a strength and a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It depends how you fight.
Yeah.
If you're tall and long like that, it can be. Once you get at the wrong range, it's not an advantage. It's only an advantage. If you
I was watching
fight
him.
the right fight.
Watching him fight Chorfar at Rajram Nairn in the stadium. and he was just kneeing him in head from in clinch. He was like lifting his knee up and hitting him. And going, And then Chalf had to do a big jumping swing knee to land on his body. Then he just lifted his knee up and hit him on head again like that.
He's good at mixing it though, isn't he? He scores well and he's got good knees, but he likes to have a row as well.
Because he's from Venom, Gym, mate. They're all crazy. They all love it. So
Medi's a sick coach, to be fair, because he's got some absolute killers in that gym.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting fight. Is that I'm really looking forward to that one.
Backing him all the way. Backing him all the way.
Are you going with Nabil? Are you?
100%.
Controversial. There we go.
No.
It's on the screen now. Yeah. I mean, look at the rest of the card. But yeah, height versus left kick. But I think Pampayok showed he's more than just a left kicker versus Savas, didn't he? Because he put Savas out with a hook before the kick sort of woke him up a bit again, didn't it? So he's dangerous in them little gloves. Going to be an interesting fight though. Next one, this is going to be absolutely insane. Sexan versus Silvio Vitez. Now Vitez put an absolute blistering display on against Jodlepet. Obviously, we just talked about him getting stopped, but Sexan has completely different weapons to Jodlepet, so he ain't going to get his leg booted off in this fight.
I don't think he's got the power that Jodlepet's
got.
No,
he ain't going to get his leg booted off. They're just going to go like that, I think.
They're just going to do that again,
yeah. Well, it's another 50 grand for one of them.
Again.
Yeah, for one of them, but honestly...
It's like I said, though, Sexan, I bet a few fights we thought he was going to go nuts, but he's actually scored, and you're thinking...
That's how we'll have to fight. If he tries to make it a battle of strength and go to war...
You're a bit smarter than what I think you are.
Yeah.
I think he's taken enough of those fights for his body. I don't think his body will let him do it. Personally. But.
Well, this guy can punch. He's got some blistering combination. I've never seen Jodlepet rocked. I don't think.
Kick.
And he had him all over the place in end of round one.
End of round one. Good job. He's next the size of my legs.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I think he fought Tyson smart, and if he fights this fight smart, he'll be okay. But if it tries to go to war, I don't think it'll.
Yeah.
That's the thing with that bonus though, innit? Is he going to just go mad and go fuck it, loads of money, and go and do the same thing again? Do you know what I mean?
I don't get why. There's been a few people on there and they've been like boring fights, like that crazy geezer who kept sitting on floor in MMA fight and he got sent out at ring. If you're in these fights and you're not actually signed to one, but you've still got the chance to win the bonus and to then possibly get signed, you should be throwing fucking wild.
Everything.
Everything. At no point cruising to any victories. You don't want to see that. You just should be going insane.
Look at the English girls this weekend just fought. Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah Brady. Big shout out to Hannah Brady for that. Because she just got in there, took gloves and went mental.
See ya.
No,
that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, everyone should be doing that.
I loved every bit of that fight.
Yeah. Another big fight up on here. Sam A is back. Now, obviously, Sam A was part of the Petchin D when Petchin D went, I'm taking all my fighters away from one because we didn't get first class seats on plane or whatever it were all about. And all that business. And they took all the fighters away. Since then, Sam A, I'd seen him training at another gym, but obviously he's been hinting on his Instagram that he was going to come back to one. He said he wants to come back and he wants the title off Lazeri. He's already beat Lazeri, hasn't he? But he's got to get through Ryan Sheehan first. Now, obviously, Sam A's needed somewhere to go, so he's gone with his brother-in-law, Superlek, and he's at Yokkao now. They've got the right team of like old school gangsters there now.
He's gone with Superlek.
So the Superlek, Sam A, Sanchai, who else were there training over there? Yod Chai, they're all there training together over there, so it's a right gym of the old schooler watching Sanchai and Sam A spar over there. It was beautiful. Beautiful to watch. But although Sam A is getting on a little bit, he's still a fucking beast.
He's still fast as
fuck. He came back
and
he was winning high-level stadium fights. He's 38, 39.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's probably old. I think he's 39 now.
I think he's 39. 40, you know?
But Ryan Sheehan, he causes fucking absolute problems for everyone, doesn't he, really?
Causes carnage every time he fights, doesn't he? He can make the most technical fighter fight his fight as well. Look what he did with Dan.
Yeah.
He nearly beat Dan because he drew him into a crazy war with him.
I loved that fight. There was just blood blood everywhere.
Lips and eyebrows hanging off everywhere.
Yeah. Richard, how do you see that one going?
I think Sam A is too experienced, too clever, personally.
I can see him not getting dragged into that madness.
He's too smart and he's been around for too long to let himself get dragged into something. And you know, if he just keeps kicking, I don't think Ryan will really get near him.
Well, he punches hard as well in them little gloves, Sam. It's not a lot of people.
after
Knocked a lot
about
of
6
people
kicks, you
out.
think, I'm going to take this last kick and get him. Then he just punches
Yeah.
all right. Because you can see people wait for the kick and they get knocked out. You're like, you didn't even see that
Like
coming.
Richard said then, though, look at all the crazy styles of fighters he's fought. Lazier is a prime example of it. He didn't get drawn in, so that schooled him.
Yeah,
just
true.
moved and kicked him all over. He's clever, man.
It's a good time to come back, isn't it? Because
He's very, very
the series
clever.
champion, isn't
No,
it?
I seen again the other day.
That's
But
why
all
he's come
these,
back, I think.
all these older
So,
ties
yeah.
now. Why they're still like Nongo's similar age to me. Pet Nanong, who won the kickboxing title, he's older than me. Who beat Akimoto? Sameh, they're all doing S&C now.
I'm going to say, remember when
all-
we first started and they were like, ties are done by the time they're 20?
Yeah, they're all doing S&C now, mate. So they're all getting a lot more longevity. The body's working better. They've all got this
less fights.
and they're all getting massive explosive power from this S&C to go alongside their ridiculous technique. It's a dangerous
I think what
thing.
you just said then's
Yeah.
a good point as well.
Less
The ones that are on
fights.
one as well,
Yeah.
less fights.
Exactly.
Fighting 3 times a year, they've got
Yeah.
time to recover
Instead of
and
they're
look
doing
after the
everyone.
body.
Instead of just fighting like doing a 2-week fight camp because they've fought fight, have a week off, 2-week fight camp.
Yeah.
They're doing
They're
10 weeks
continuously
now,
training, yeah.
and they're getting stronger and fitter. They're peaking right at the right time, so it's showing really. When you've got like guys who are all in the back end of the 30s, and they're all champions.
It's petrifying,
They
isn't
should
it?
be holding.
Come back, Andy, get your S&C sorted.
I know, what's going on? I never did it when I were in my prime, so fuck that.
They should be holding pads in Pattaya by now.
Yeah.
Just based on their
Yeah,
age.
exactly.
It is. You'd have
The thing is, though, look at the. So if Sammy's got he's got the rematch with Laziri if he beats Ryan. And let's be honest, like,
Jesus.
we'd love Ryan to win, but that's a hard fight. That's not
Yeah.
an easy task.
It's gonna
Them
be
little gloves
entertaining
as well.
fight, you know.
It'll be entertaining,
Yeah,
but I
but-
don't think Sammy will get drawn into all that. I think he'll just
He's
pick
so
him
fast.
off, and then he is powerful.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets how hard he
Yeah,
is.
he is. It's the snap and the timing.
Yeah,
And,
beautiful.
Sounds better, right? But he stand a better chance in a ring
yeah.
because you can actually bully him onto the ropes to try to get somewhere.
This is in a ring.
Yeah, it is in a
it
ring.
is in a
Seen
ring.
it? It's in a ring.
But to be fair, when you're in the ring in 1-1, because they haven't
The
remained,
ropes
the ropes don't
don't
move,
move.
mate.
No,
So you get stuck on the ropes. It's
Oh,
like you're on
ropes
a
don't
cage,
move.
basically, but you can move your head back a little bit. But
So it might make it a bit more interesting because, like I said, if it
can
was an
hardly climb
octagon,
through, can you?
it'd just be.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
they
move.
Yeah, you can't. Right, this next fight, fuck me. I don't know how I feel about this one because both the times I think they fought 3 times, one win each and one. I can't remember what it was. They fought a few times anyway, and they were some of the most wild fights I have ever seen. I don't know how Muay Thai. He's another one. Muay Thai. He's
now
similar
they're
to
in little
Sex.
gloves.
He's similar to Sexan. I don't know how he's
Yeah.
still going. But obviously, he's a little bit younger, but. His last fight was insane on here, Muay
He's
Thai. I
mental.
loved his last
He was,
fight.
yeah.
But him versus Kulabdam, the fight. If you haven't watched them, go watch their. I don't think they were in the stadium. They're on a Thai road show, but it was 2 of the most insane fights you will ever see. Go watch those 2, and then I just don't. If Muay Thai tries to fight him like that in those little gloves, it could end in complete
might get
disaster for him.
sparked.
But I don't think he knows anyway how else to fight. Richard,
No,
does he?
I don't. You know, that was what happened when he fought you, into he just only had one way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it caught you twice, flipping heck, nearly done it, and instead of using a bit of intelligence, he just went boom, went in there and just played into your hands.
got
It was
his-
perfect.
Right, still got that.
Excellent.
Well, he did that in his last fight, didn't he?
Oh,
didn't-
he got
didn't know
wobbled
how
in
to
first-
fight.
he got wobbled.
He got wobbled all over first round
Yeah.
and then went boom and battered him.
He went mental though than that. He like went up another gear.
Yeah, he went insane.
But
But I must admit, he's another one. I think I'm getting soft in my old age. But like I said, when I'm watching Sexan, it's the same when I watched Muay Thai last time, actually.
Yeah.
I was a little bit...
It was sound when you were punching his head.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Jumping
fine.
all over the place.
You don't want that to see that happen too often to a fighter. And,
Yeah.
and it has happened to Muay Thai before as well.
Yeah.
So
Elbow zombie does.
Yeah, but to get past Kulab down that blistering, he's a blistering puncher, and he's a southpaw as well, and in the 4-ounce gloves,
Yeah.
it's going to be to get close like Muay Thai does. He's going to have to go through hell, but I don't know. But the thing is with Kulab, damn, he blows out on code as well. He got absolutely destroyed off Rodlek. Got dropped 2 or 3 times off Rodlek.
battered.
He fought Yodlepet recently, got floored in that. He got knocked out of who were it? Samapech in first
Samapech,
round.
yeah.
His heart's always questionable, isn't
That's
it?
the thing. He's a bit of a he's a bit of a bully, isn't he?
Yeah.
If he can blast you, he'll do it.
Well,
But
that is-
sometimes he crumbles. It depends which Kulabdam turns up
Yeah.
here. He looked very good against Sangmani last time out.
First win back.
But Sangmani,
But Sangmani's a shadow of his former self.
yeah, Sangmani
Yeah,
looked like
he's-
he'd not trained a day in his life for that fight.
fat as fuck.
He was fat as fuck, mate. It was like
He was
Rick
meant to be the
Wallaver's
golden
collab,
boy.
damn that.
He trains out of his own gym now, though, doesn't he?
Rick
So-
Wallaver
He
Sangman
does,
mask on it, what?
He's got his own gym, hasn't he?
He were at PK Sanchez.
Oh, we were at PK for it.
But I didn't see him on any of the stories for that
Yeah, well,
fight.
that's-
So I don't
'cause-
know where he was. I don't know where he was training.
Because he wore his own.
No,
little thing,
that
wasn't
was a sponsor gym.
Was it sponsor
It
gym?
was sponsor
He
gym,
was
yeah.
meant to be the next golden boy that just didn't
Well, he
get
was.
there,
That's
did he?
why
What?
his nickname's the $1 Million Baby,
Yeah.
and he was one of the highest paid fighters in Thailand.
But-
and if he got a good nutritionist on board and did all this S&C like rest of them doing, got himself back in amazing shape, his skill level, and he's a great boxer as well. He fought at good level boxing.
He always looks bloated though when you see him.
He's just not in shape. And obviously he's had a lot of hard fights. And when he was 15, 16, he was fighting main event at Rajadamnern in some real high level
won at-
fights.
they won at
He's had
big
some
ballers then.
awful wars against like Seksan and Tananchai and Muang Thai and all them lot. So whether he just got a bit tired of it now and he's just thinking, well, do you know
he? I'm
what?
getting paid anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've always said you've only got so many of those fights in you. You really
Yeah.
have. You've got a shelf. Every fighter has a shelf life, and if you're having absolute wars, you can't keep doing it. It's not age, is it? It's miles on the clock. Of
course.
And, you know,
Yeah. You could be like in your mid-20s, but if you've been
Yeah.
doing that since you were 15, 16, then you're going to be, true.
Burnt out.
There's the odd exception for the rule, and like Seksan is, but there's
Seksan's one of them,
not many
innit?
who can do that, do you know what I mean? Right, the main event, I fucking love this guy.
Fucking
He's
love
my
him as
favorite.
well.
I always say he's my favourite kickboxer, but now he's the Muay Thai champion. He's just one of my favourite fighters in general, mate. I love watching him.
one of my favourite, certainly non-ties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's
because
amazing.
he was great in kickboxing. He's exciting. He to put a right hiding on everyone. I've never even seen him fight Muay Thai before. And then he comes across.
Comes on chin.
And he fought Sinsum up before, didn't he? For the belt, and
For the
and he
belt.
beat him for the title. So this is a rematch. Badger, talk to us about this fight because this is going to be class.
I have nothing to say. Who are they?
You know what? There's a small chance it could be the upset.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you all the way, but the small chance the upset is he holds some legendary power.
Yeah, he does, mate.
Because what
He can
did
turn your
to
lights off with one
Liam
shot.
Nolan.
And Nicky Olsken.
It didn't
And
look like
Holston.
much though. It
Yeah.
really.
He was bigger than
he just
Nicky Holston.
Yeah,
It
true.
was too big for him. He beat Holston. He didn't beat Holston with anything other than
Bruce.
Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
and he just caught him with a shot.
I don't think he looks that good.
And
To tell the
Liam
truth.
was timing
Yeah.
as he kicked.
Yeah.
I didn't think he looks that good, but he keeps doing it, and it
Yeah.
doesn't look like he does it.
Well, to be fair, this first fight was it was a great
I was going
fight.
to say,
It
at the
was a-
same time, it were a 5-round war, and he
Yeah.
hit him with everything he had, and he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Ursula
Yeah.
But
was
Ursel
walk hard.
picked him
That
up.
is the only chance.
I loved how Ursel fought him. He just jabbed. He just kept banging his
Constantly
jab in his
on him
face.
all the
Pat,
time.
Pat, 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 pat.
I love
that
watching
was
him
the difference.
fight.
It was just
It's
that jab, that
exciting
left
as well.
hand.
yeah.
So I'd say very small chance, but it could still be a chance.
Well, the thing is, when you're in them 4-ounce gloves and you punch as hard as both of them do, if you blink or make one mistake, that's what.
Everyone's got a chance.
Yeah,
haven't
of
they?
course, yeah. So yeah, that's on the 17th of March. Keep your eye out for that. They've got another big show
Fight of the
coming.
night. Fight of the night.
Phew, I don't know what could be fighting tonight on that one, mate. There's some absolute.
That's the best one card ever. That
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Ever,
'cause
ever.
For Muay Thai, obviously.
Muay Thai.
If you're into your grappling and your kickboxing,
yeah.
obviously. But for Muay Thai, 100%. There's another card coming up this weekend. There's some kickboxing on it. I think it's Samapech first. Oh, yeah, let's get to these fights. So, we'll come back to that one.
Let's leave that one.
We'll see.
Yeah, no.
Save that
Let's
one.
come to this one because we've all been waiting for it. But unfortunately, it's on the kickboxing rules. Well, I say unfortunately, it's still going to be a great fight. I just wanted it under Muay Thai. Chatri did say that they will fight in Muay Thai in the future. I think Rod Tang's obviously defending his title in America. And because he's defended his Muay Thai title so many times, I think they wanted to give him a chance to be double champion. And it wouldn't really be fair because Superlek hadn't defended his kickboxing title to then go to be double champion in Muay Thai, which I understand. Richard, K1 rules, who wins and why?
I think whether it was K1 or Muay Thai rules, my money will be on Superlek.
Oh, yeah, I love that guy. Yeah.
I love him. He's amazing. You know, he's fought at the higher level consistently. Is he still Olympian champion now? Is he?
No, it was. No, he has fought at like the highest level in the stadiums.
But he's fought at
He's
the
fought
highest
higher
levels.
level on here as well, I think.
Yeah, he's fought
Yeah,
at a
miles.
higher level on one championship. Rod Tang's amazing. I have to say, when he fought, having fought against him now,
Yeah.
when
You see, there's a lot more to him than
there's
just
a
brute
lot more
force.
when he fought Jacob. There's a lot more to him. You know, I've cornered some, fought and against some amazing fighters, and as soon as you see it, as soon as the fight starts, you look and you think,
Shit.
What have I done?
Fucked it here, lads.
And I have to say that was just one of those, it was more trying to coach him to survive the fight than to win it, really.
And
so Rod Tang is, and I think he's stronger than Superlek, but I think Superlek's too clever.
And what do you say, Andy? What do you reckon?
I'm Superlek's my boy.
Yeah.
Superlek,
You're my boy, Blue.
My boy. Same. I think under any rule set, I think Superlek wins. Even his boxing looked class in that last fight. I know
He were injured, wasn't he? So he had to.
Exactly. But I know he got dead excited at one point, swinging about all over the place. But there were one point, and I think round 3, where he hurt him, and he just teed off on him with his hands, and his hands were beautiful. It was slipped a few punches. Rod Tang ain't going to try to do any of that. And I think he'll have a bit more respect for Superlek than he has anyone else so far in every fight he's had. Because he knows that he knows he's a killer. So I don't think he's going to try walk into shots. He knows he's going to get kicked about. But it's interesting under kickboxing rules.
Well, neither of them have really, I'd say, made the names on a pure Muay Thai style. They're both kickers. They're both decent with their hands. It's not just pure like clinch and elbow, is it? So
it won't be one-sided.
So they'll make it. They'll make a good fight out of it either way.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to underestimate Rod Tang because I love Superlek, but to underestimate Rod Tang,
you can't underestimate a man like that.
Well,
if you go back watch his stadium fights, where he's not just being the Iron Man, the Rod Tang.
I can't
he
remember
was
mind
kicking, slipping, catching, throwing, everything else.
When he fought Gaunar and went southpaw, didn't even go southpaw, just stood straight.
Do you know what? He was doing a lot of southpaw in his last fight as well. So But having said that, against Superlek's right kick, it's probably not something you want to do, is it?
So I love Superlek, but I love Rod Tang as well. It's not like I don't like Rod Tang.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go
Superlek,
wrong with the result.
it will not be one-sided. I do not believe that.
We've also
way closer than you think.
We've got coming up in April. It's Haggerty versus Nongo. We've got that poster school. Yeah, no, not that one. Haggerty versus Nongo. Badger thoughts.
Right, this is big. I'm not gonna lie. Remember when you was fighting on MTGP? Is it
the French boy?
The French
boy. I was talking to Haggerty, and then I sort of stopped and I looked at him and went, "You're a lot bigger than what I thought, If you see him on fight day, he's quite lean, but if you actually stand to him on a normal day, I stood there and went,
he's massive, mate.
And he's...
Well, that's why he's had to move up weight.
That's why he's moved up.
He's just as wide as me, but from the side, he don't barrel out. I was like, you're actually pretty big. And his power is absolutely devastating. I don't care what anyone says.
It is, but he don't knock anyone out. That's it. So is his timing a little bit off or something? Because when you watch him hit the pads, it's disgraceful. Yep. And if he hits someone like that in them gloves, he should surely flatline him. But maybe his timing might be a little bit off.
It's the elbows for me.
Yeah.
It's the elbows. Punching power, decent, but it's the elbows. I'm like, you're going to have to try cause actual physical damage.
To do that against Nongo, though.
But you're fighting Nongo.
You look at, if you're on about how big Haggerty is, look how big Alverde is. He's twice as big as Haggerty.
Twice the size of Haggerty.
He's got a similar style to Haggerty all over the ring and stuff like that. And look what Nongo just shut him down dead, didn't he? And he's another one who's just getting older and stronger and fitter. It's disgraceful how
Haggerty to win, he needs to cause actual damage. Don't try and knock him out and actually physically try to cause cut him, because his style is, he's a burst fighter. He hits you with something lethal. He has to take a breather. Hits you with something lethal. He takes a breather. When Nongo will fight you for 3 minutes.
Well, the thing is,
he'll just constantly jab, kick.
His gas tank has to be fucking on point as well, because we've seen him fade in a couple of
because he hits so hard
in a couple of fights because he goes so quick
and it hits
that's
that
over
hard.
3 rounds and he gives everything over 3 rounds. He goes mad, doesn't he?
Yep.
We've seen him tire a bit in end of round 2, round 3 or whatever. He pulls it off and he gets the win. And he looks great doing it. But against someone like that, who is by far the best fighter he's ever been in the ring with, it's a fucking big test.
Richard, I'd reckon Haggerty's going to have to start real fast, get him out of his rhythm and try and break.
He's going to have to start fast, but he's also going to have to sustain it.
Yeah,
that's the point.
We've all seen Western fighters particularly start strong and fast against Thais and batter them all over a little bit. Look like the batter
they're from round 3 to 5.
But not really get through properly or have an effect. And then by round 3, the kick's starting to land, the knees are starting to land, and you know what I say a lot. The real impressive thing about any fighter is being able to change tactics within a fight. Sometimes I've seen fighters where they're losing or at least struggling in the first 2 rounds, and then suddenly round 3, the Thai comes out a new style completely. What's going on here?
Well, he did that against Alaverde. Look what he did in the third round against
Yeah.
Alaverde. He just went insane, didn't he? And he didn't give him no room. His movement was different. He cut him off. He pinned him on the ropes, and he just went to town on him. There were body shots, heavy kicks, elbow. He blasted him with
He had to
everything.
do it with Rodlick as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rodlick
Yeah.
were putting a schooling on him, and then all of a sudden he went,
Just
nah, fuck,
switched it up and knocked
switched
him
it up
flat
and
out.
knocked him
At
flat
that
out.
level, to have another gear and another game plan, and to change your game plan within the fight and stuff like that is just incredible.
Well,
There's not
I've
many
said
fights
this
can do
before.
it.
I don't think if it weren't for Sanchai being around, he'd be the goat of this generation, I reckon.
Yeah.
But you know, I put something on up a day. They fought 6 times.
Six
Sanchai
times,
beat him
Sanchai
6-0.
battered him,
Imagine being that good where you can beat Nongo 6-0.
6-0.
And I'm sure he knocked him out twice.
Knocked
It's
him out
ridiculous.
twice.
Yeah, it's
I've got up on
crazy.
the wall, mate.
Yeah.
I bet Nongo must just hate Sanchai every
yeah.
single day. He's the one guy stopping you beating the goat.
But for John, though, again, there's nothing for him to lose here. He's in this new division. That he's the champion. He can just go for it. All guns blazing, can't he?
Yeah,
So
of course.
Yeah, he's young and
young,
That's
he's
how he's
fresh.
got to
nobody
take it, innit,
expects
to be
him
honest.
to beat him.
Yeah, obviously Nongo's a heavy favourite, isn't he?
The only problem is everyone sees it as first 2 rounds Haggerty, Nongo 3, 4, or if he possibly ends it. But that's why everyone believes that if I was Haggerty, I'd be thinking, I need to play this different somehow. I don't know what tactic, but he needs
But
to play
then
this
as
different
well, mate,
somehow.
you've also got to think, who's actually gone the distance with Nongo yet?
That big giant French.
The only
But that were in-
person
that were
is
in
it?
boxing
In
gloves,
boxing
yeah,
gloves.
yeah.
He knocks everyone out.
Yeah, he's got power, mate.
That's
He's
why
got disgraceful power in everything
Knocks
he does.
everyone out. Defended his title about 10 times. No one's come close.
close. It's from
He's
round
an
3
animal.
to round 5 is when Nongo's at his most dangerous. So you need to sort of plan for that.
Yeah.
You will get the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I know you will. Even Nongo might even give you like you
Well, that's
catch
what
him but it's
everyone's
Well,
on
he
his
gave him
arms
the
and
birdie
stuff.
first
Yeah,
round, didn't he? That
yeah.
last one, he just went, let him do it.
Yeah,
Like,
he's not-
he's going to spend
he's not
himself.
bothered.
then
You know what, like
boom.
when Tide's at that level, sort of like downloading information in
Yeah.
first 2
Yeah,
rounds, aren't
yeah.
they, basically?
Yeah.
100%.
Looking at your
If
movement.
it was a
your
3-round
footwork
fight,
and
it'd be
stuff.
different, wouldn't it? Because it's a 5-round.
Do you know what?
fight.
I'd back Agate against nearly anyone in a 3-round
For a
fight,
three-round
mate,
fight,
because he can start
100%.
so fast, and he'd look at it like with Monconchai and
Yeah,
that. I'd back him against most in
Yeah.
3 rounds,
Yeah,
mate.
100%.
Yeah.
If I
His
said
pace
I'd
is
play it
Stanley.
different, I would do just enough to win the round.
Yeah.
I'd just keep that one kick ahead of you, just that one little shot ahead of you for the first 2 rounds because I know you want me to gas. I'm not going to gas yet.
You know what I was looking forward to?
I'd really save myself if I was Haggerty.
He's got a really good left kick, Agate, and obviously Nango's got a really
Yeah.
good right kick, so I'm looking forward to a few of them
Kick
kick
off.
them
Yeah.
kick exchanges where it goes bam, 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 bam. That'd be
Yeah.
nice to watch that.
That may only. It will be good, but now he's moved up that weight. Has he got the power at that weight to have the effect with that kick?
With
Where we
it.
know Nongo is just going to boot you and you're going flying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know what I
true.
mean? That's
the
the
big score,
That's the
innit?
possible
He jumps-
difference in
he
the
jumps
fight
into
as
the
well, innit?
kicks.
I can't work Nongo out though because I've stood next to Nongo.
He's
I
only
once,
small,
I
isn't he?
had my photo taken with him at Evolve, and I put my arm around him to see how big he was.
Yeah.
The old tie thing. size him up for you.
And like some pervy uncle feeling his muscles.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's not that big. It's not actually that big. And then when he got in the ring with you, he's
Massive.
He's a
fucking
tank,
massive.
yeah. He's got
Like
big
this.
traps.
Legs
and,
as well,
yeah.
There's the Rod Tang one on there. We're running out of time. I'm not talking about that. I'm not no one's
Just show a
inter-
picture of him.
I don't know. I don't even know who the other guy is, so I don't know what you meant to say
It's
about
a
it.
bit of a non. What's the point of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it's in America.
Yeah.
That's it, innit? It's the first one in
Who
America.
that guy
innit?
dancing around
Not
then?
even got a clue.
There you go.
School.
This is our podcast group chat.
Go on, school,
I
mate.
give you 2 guesses who posted that picture in there. Badger.
Yeah, you did actually. You did actually.
I know.
Right, there's all sorts going on in UK Muay Thai. So, first one, Niall McGreevy won again at the weekend.
Yeah.
I love
Killer.
this kid, mate.
Killer.
I need to
Killer.
see, we need
I
to
wanna
see him
see him
now.
and Nico as
That'd be
well.
a great fight, mate. Great fight.
High
We need to
level.
see him now in these higher level fights. I think obviously Nico's fighting at a higher level than Niall is at the minute, so it's Niall's job now to get into this, win a few more high level fights, and then that can maybe happen in a year's time or something. But I'm just
David brought
enjoying
him over.
watching.
David brought him over. I got to just spar with him and I was like, I like
He's
you.
good, innit?
He's
I
sick,
do
mate.
like you.
Do you know
the
what?
poker face, the
I
technique.
padded him and he's strong as well.
Yeah.
Don't look at when he fights. He's
Yeah.
actually really
Well, he won
strong.
right
now
in
as
his
well.
TKO
Smart
again.
with it.
Yeah, knocked him out. Need him to death round 2.
Yeah.
He's an
so
animal.
that was just a little honourable mention for him there. Right, so coming up, Joe Ryan has got a new opponent. He's fighting now Omar Sam. Now, Richard you think Craven were going to fight him at some point?
he was,
this is a much harder fight, in my opinion, than Sonny Delvec.
I think so too.
Was he going to fight Omar on? It was on my show, wasn't it? The MTGP show.
Yeah, there was
fight him on that, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was offered. It was talked about. It was never actually
Never confirmed.
But it's a much harder fight than Sonny Delvec, this one, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, and a credit to Joe again, because he never. So he said, "Yeah, I'll fight whatever." And am I right in thinking Sam's a nasty southpaw? Is he like?
Yeah, he's a southpaw. He's experienced. He's been around.
He's a Muay Thai Grand Prix world champ already, I believe.
Yeah.
He's the one. Did you see the MTGP show in France where someone low kicked him and he blocked it and broke the guy's leg?
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah. No, he kicked through the block.
He kicked through the block.
He threw the low kick.
He kicked through the block. Sorry, but he kicked through the block.
The guy blocked his low kick and he snapped the block.
Snapped the block. Sorry, that was it. Yeah, sorry, that was it. The tie as well.
I've been living in hell. Imagine that, looking up from the floor thinking,
"Oh no."
Yeah. Joe's in Thailand training, and you can see he's obviously getting full-time training for this at the moment, and thinking about nothing else but the fight.
Well, he's a professional, isn't he? I know he's only young, but he is a consummate professional. He's
constantly training.
And he's obsessed with what he's doing and that. So again, a win here for Joe again. It's going to be absolutely massive. On the same show, Nico versus Sajjad. We've mentioned this one before, but I keep loving all internet antics that are going on because they're just talking shit on. They clearly don't like each other. Mate.
Is Sajjad fighting before now as well?
No, that's off it. WBC have put a stop to it because he was going to fight Yod Kumpon.
He was going to fight a Thai.
And mate, Yod Kumpon as well. He can put your lights out, or he's spiteful. He could injure you.
3 weeks before as well.
Yeah,
so
but I've been enjoying watching them argue each other. It's fucking brilliant. So I can see absolute fireworks when that one goes off, because again, Sajjad, another Venom boy, he's defending his belt. He won't come to lie down.
They all come to win.
Nico obviously wants to fucking take the belt off him. It's going to be in the UK.
Back to Scotland.
I'm not here. I'd want to go watch that fight, to be fair, for it, because it's going to be ridiculous. But I'm out of the country.
I'm away, unfortunately.
Yeah, so otherwise I'd have been
I'm not allowed in.
you never allowed in.
So I'd have been interested in that one. Keith McLaughlin and Chris Shaw are back. Good to see them boys fighting at the Oran Moor.
Sure.
Lovely venue up there, unless you're getting battered off Celtic fans, Andy.
Unless we're getting
We'll tell you a good story here, Richard. So
you don't want to Richard.
Plenty of stories I don't know.
We'll tell you a good story here. So there was me, Andy, Davey Mack and Mark DeLuca. It must have been about fucking 14 years ago.
About to say.
It was a long time ago. And we'd gone up, but they had a show on, didn't they?
We'd been to the show with Conor Jordan on that Saturday, didn't we? Calder fought. I think Calder beat Aaron.
Yeah. So we've gone up anyway. We've gone out afterwards and we're in a kebab shop at end at night. And there's two little Scottish geezers. One of them just barged past Andy and knocked his chips everywhere. And Andy went, "Am I not fucking here, am I?" So geezer's gone out, started saying to his mate, "Walk down the street and come back round corner." And I kid you not, there were 15 of them. And they all had Celtic.
There were more than that.
They all had Celtic
shirts
like a
scene from a fucking movie or something.
Green Street Hooligans or something. They all had Celtic shirts on. They'd all clearly been at the game. They'd been out all day. And
it was just me and you outside the kebab shop.
Here we go again, Andy. So it would either run away or just fight them.
So we high-fived each other and ran and fought.
Oh, we got battered all over, mate. We got flogged all over the place, up and down street. They all took the belts off and started whacking us. But remember them all Saints
belts
with big studs on them. Jesus loves you and that.
Yeah.
We had them on, so we took them off and whacked them. Even it up a bit. The best thing about it though, Davey Matt ran out at takeaway to get involved, and some Scottish bloke saw it happening and tried to help us out. So he ran over, he picked a bin up to throw it at him. He fell over and it all went over Davy's head. All kebab and dirty shit all over his head. And Davy was like, "What are you fucking doing?"
Sorry, pal. Ran off.
DeLuca ran under a car over the road. He finished.
Can't believe what's happening.
Yeah, but
that's not DeLuca's vibe.
No. Yeah, but we got battered by fucking about 20 Celtic fans, basically. But other than that, we love that venue. I'm not sure if it's Keith's last fight, but he's about 48 years old, isn't he? How old is he?
Younger than me, Keith.
Is it? He's not younger than you.
He is.
Is it?
No, I'm sure.
What a guy on there.
He's
43.
Well, if it is his last fight, I hope he goes out, mate. I hope he goes out with a big knockout.
The
thing is, he always does
random.
Mate, he knocks everyone out or more.
He does ridiculously as well.
Tommy, that Belgium
remember that back
spinning elbow.
Yeah. I hope he wins. I'm happy Chris Shaw's back as well. He's fighting a Danish.
Back Georgie's fighting in a couple of weeks. George He's fighting him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so he's back. That's going to be good to watch. Hitman Fight League in April, main event on that. McGowan versus Darren Rowland. Now, this is going to be a very, very good fight. McGowan looked very good in his last fight. He came back. He had some problems with the Spanish guy Alvarez, but then he looked back to his best in his last fight.
Alvarez is naughty though.
Yeah, he's very good.
Very good.
Darren Rowland, he just had a big win last month against the Thai, but he's no mug. So Darren Rowland, he knocked out Ryan Sheehan in the first round.
I think it was round one for him.
He knocked out Ryan Sheehan. Whatever round he knocked out Ryan Sheehan,
you clearly for WBC.
Sheehan's very tough, so it's a massive win. He was a WBC world champion. Yeah. He put Sam A on his ass when they fought.
Dropped Sam A in the first round,
and that worked for one title, I think. So he's a very well decorated fighter.
4-time world champion now. He just won a 4-man tournament in France as well. 2 fights in one night.
But McGowan, he likes these hard fights, and he rises to the occasion when the fight's a little bit harder and stuff like that. And he says really he's not interested in just fighting anyone. He wants the big fights. How do you see this one going, Richard?
Firmly on the fence.
It's an hard fight.
Well,
it's
really hard
50-50 this.
Darren's big as well.
Yeah.
I really like Dan, and I really want Dan to win, and I don't want to say anything against Dan because, you know, I want to support him, but I actually, I hope you use this as motivation.
It does feel like a dangerous fight, doesn't it?
I think it's a dangerous fight.
It's a very dangerous fight. It is a dangerous fight.
Please, Dan, use that as motivation. Don't think I'm writing you off.
You have been blocked.
Fuck you, Smith. Block and delete.
No, he's right. This is a 50-50 fight. It's a very tough fight. If Dan can get him under manners, I can see Dan possibly like fucking outpointing him and scoring him. But Roland does mad shit.
Mate, he's unorthodox.
Yeah, he does crazy stuff.
And he's strong.
Yep.
He's much taller. He's tall for the weight.
He comes for the kill as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a brilliant fight. I'll fight a year written all over it. This one, I think.
I think me personally, I think Dan has to find a totally different gear he's never found before and make it a bit dirty. He's got to find his rhythm and just put that on him.
Yeah.
Because Darren's the same. If you let him get in a rhythm, he tends to run away with things. So it's interesting.
We've got some other good shit that I want to fucking, but we can't just say about this show. We have
yet.
got one more thing
next
we've
week.
got one more thing up our sleeve, which is going to change the game again, which no one else is doing. And
we own it.
Yeah, we haven't announced it yet. We're just going through some legal things to get it sorted. But once that's sorted, when we announce it, it will blow everyone's mind. But yeah, we've got some other good fights on the card. Justin Gressowitz coming over as well. That's
we've just sorted that with Justin the other day. He was actually meant to be on the Oran Moore card, but something's happened and his opponent fell through. He dropped me a message saying, "Oh, look, I know you got a show. What do you think?" I said, "Look, I've got a fight for you, but it's K1. It's all I've got." Justin's been fighting on Glory recently, so he's no problem fighting K1. He's fighting Yves Brusnello from Southend Combat Academy. He's fought for the MTGP, European title and stuff like that. He's good, Yves. He's strong, big, powerful Brazilian. So that'll be interesting. So we've got Justin coming over now.
And don't forget, this is only our little baby show. One in June is going to be absolutely massive. And we've got a few other big names that we're just waiting to release for that June show as well. That's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. I can't wait till the full card is out for that one because that's going to be absolutely massive.
Finally sort full card out, mate. It's stressing me out.
Yeah. But even the ones that we've got all ready to go now is going to be absolutely huge. And then obviously we've just announced the Hitman Fight League versus CFS in
11th of November.
In November. Again, first time this has ever been done, 2 shows, collaborating like this. Going to get some of our Hitman Fight League fighters, some of their fighters, put them together in the O2, Indigo, and we're just going to have an absolutely massive show. Now, the CFS shows, they've been the rise, how quickly they've come up.
Flying Rory with them shows.
He's got some great fights on.
7 shows this year at Madman.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have an heart attack with 2 that we've announced. Like, I don't know how he does it.
But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Right, we've got a few trending topics here. We're coming up to, we need to get out of here soon. But we've got a few trending topics. Right, we've got first one coming up this weekend, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fumbles. Listen, I want Jake Paul to win
I
so
hope
bad.
he knocks his mark out, me.
Listen, I've heard though of a few people like they said in the gym, Tommy Fury does actually hit pretty hard, but he couldn't knock out.
He's only going to be Tommy Fumbles if he loses, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're writing him off already.
Listen, there's no excuse for him not to win this fight, Tommy Fury. He's been an amateur boxer. He's obviously been around great level boxing with his brothers and his dad. The family name and stuff. And do you know what? I was watching him on pads over there, thinking, fucking hell, he's actually decent. But I don't think it's come across in his fight shit because he hasn't looked overly impressive. I just want fucking Jake Paul to upset the apple cart because I love his antics and that, mate. He's just ridiculous, isn't he?
I think he'll do it because everyone's like, he's just a YouTuber. And I'm like, But he's training twice a day with the best coaches,
He can
best
actually box
conditioning,
now.
best
Watch him on
thingy,
pads, he's all right.
constantly.
Yeah, he's built
So-
himself up, and people started turning around and going, "Hang on
Yeah.
a minute, actually,
Yeah.
you know."
Yeah. That's what someone say to you. You just work at Tesco's. You're like,
Yeah.
that was a lifetime ago. Since then, I've done
I can still stack scenes just
He's done it in a just doing it a different route, which I know a lot of people don't like, me included, because I think you need to put in the graft and put in the hard work.
Yeah. Well, him and his brother are both incredible athletes. You've seen his brother in WWF.
brother's scandalous,
He's amazing.
I didn't know they were like wrestling champions
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
They
Listen,
said about
mate,
UFC.
he did to his knee. He fought for the title and did to his knee in the match what he did. Snapped everything in his knee. And then did another hour-and-a-half match, jumping off the top rope, smashing through
Well, he
tables.
said he did that, mate. We're back in a wrestling match 3 months
He
later.
fought 3 months later.
So I'm pretty sure he did do what I did. So,
He's full of everything going in here, obviously.
There was all the controversy going on in the UFC as well with Volk versus the Islam fight. Now, listen, Alec Volkanovski, I can't say his name, but
Volkanovski's
mate,
a
what an
bad
hard
man.
little geezer he is, mate. Because that were unbelievable.
He's a hard.
It was a right fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
To start then coming out afterwards with, but it was IV. It was rehydrated with on an IV.
Well, that was Dan Hooker who just...
That's Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker, that one who said all that shit.
Dan Hooker
Yeah.
He's ace.
I don't think there was any need for that because it was an amazing fight. Could have gone either way. I don't even know if Volk did lose because
I don't know how to score it.
takedowns.
I wasn't sure either, but I don't know how to score
it.
it.
was a takedowns, wasn't it? I think.
Takedowns kind of
Volk
score
threw
higher,
more
don't
shots,
they? But
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I was just so impressed with him because the size difference was like that one. It was
Massive.
ridiculous.
massive.
He moved up weight to fight him.
Yeah, he went up £10 to fight him, and to fight someone as strong as that, and to still go up and like give him absolute nightmares and bring it down to a decision which could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And it had people split on who the fought one and that. I'm not going to comment because I
Everyone's
don't know
still
how to
split,
score
aren't
MMA.
they? Yeah.
But it was just a good fight, and yeah, I just enjoyed Dan Hooker's. He's a cheating cunt, or whatever he put on Twitter. He was
But it's
funny,
one of them,
wasn't it?
innit? USADA have banned IVs, aren't they, now, for UFC athletes? So,
Well-
yeah, it's not a talking point, but at the same time, if he
Well,
has
did he
sneakily had one, it's
take
out
some
of order.
heart drugs or something a few years ago as well or something. And then
I'm not sure.
They were only banned. He said he stopped taking them the day they banned them. Or something.
Coincidentally.
Right,
1.
I think that we've hit about every topic there. Yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. Listen, some of those fights I've mentioned earlier, go watch some of them if you're looking for some good fights to watch. Keep your eye out for the massive shows that are coming up. Badger, Andy, Richard, thank you, guys. We'll be back soon. Cheers.
Thanks.